Hi kids. Okay, I'm going to go over how to make one of two examples for a cut paper lantern. And this one uses a different technique than we've done in the classroom, so it's a little bit more involved. And I'm going to demonstrate on a piece of white paper because it's easily accessible, it works just fine. If you want to decorate the paper first, that might be great. Otherwise, you could decorate it once it's already cut into the strips. We're going to be cutting it into 8 strips. And then we're going to be either gluing it or stapling it or I forget the name of those little, it's like a paper fastener where you push it through and then open it up on the inside. Right, those work really well for this also. But I'll show you how to do this first so that you know like what you're working with, and then you can decide how you want to decorate it. So if you take a piece of paper like this and you hold it landscape, you want to hold these landscape, you want to cut them the short way. I have this one that I made as a demo cut the long way, and it's kind of long, like it's a little eggplant looking, probably because it's purple, but it's also an odd shape. And you can see into it a lot, and it's just not the most attractive. I did this one, of course with no decoration, just to kind of get my head around it, with cut the short way, and it has a nicer rounded shape. Now, is it great? Nope. Did I put the hanging part in the right spot? Nope. Right? But it's how you learn, right? So that's the one I practiced on. So first I'm going to take this piece of paper and I'm going to cut it up the middle. Does it have to be exact middle? Nope. Right, we just want roughly the same size strips. So now I can either cut each of these into half, or I can save myself some time. I'm going to put them both together and again cut up the middle. And then if your scissors are giving you a hard time, cut up the middle of each of these two, or if you're feeling up to it, put these 4 pieces together and cut up the middle, which is what I'm going to do again just to save time. Giving you 4 paper strips that are, roughly the same thickness, no big deal if they're not. Now, if you were to now decorate them, you could decorate them each with like their own color scheme or a theme. I have started to decorate some of the paper that I cut. Now mine was a red piece of construction paper, and I put a decorative tape down 2 of them. I glued a ribbon. This is just like, birthday party ribbon, down 2 of them. Let me snip off the ends of this. This wasn't the easiest thing in the world either. I used these clips. Like when I put the glue on it, it was kind of buckling up. So I used these clips to kind of clip it down. I had one here and one here while it waited, but then, be careful because it kind of got stuck to the clip then also. So you just want to kind of play around with it and see how you want to decorate these. And then, actually this one needs to get clipped also. Do that and that. And then I have 4 that I've already glued together. So I put the strips across on this one, and then I glued little sequins on to that one, and I'll show you how I make this, right, this cross. You're going to take your papers. Oh, you know what else I got at the dollar store? Okay, I know. But look how cute these are. I know. I have them set aside because my sister is afraid of sloths. She thinks that they're only slow when you're watching them, right? I'm going to send them to her. Okay, so what I would do with these is I would lay them out like this. So if I want them to be in a pattern, right, then maybe these two should be across from each other like this. And then these two would be here. And I make this arrangement of 4. And then I would put this opposite here, right, once it's all assembled. So let me show you on the white paper, because it will be, you know, it's smaller, it's a little easier, but I can show you again on this just so you really get the hang of it. So for the white paper, back this up so you can really see, you want to make this, right? So you're going to take 4 pieces, and now you can either glue them in this arrangement or you can staple them in this arrangement. Let me show you how that would work. You just fold all this together like this. Try to keep it, you know, straight if you can, because the angle, you know, you can't get it better once it's stapled. And again, if you're new to the stapler or if you're young, please have an adult help you. And then you're going to do the same thing with this set. So you lay them out. Now if these had been decorated, if you had colored on these, you would want to have the color side out, right? So that the outside of your lantern has all the pretty designs or colors that you put on it, whatever you want for your design. And then you take the first set and put it across like this. So now you have the 8 of them, right, rotating out, and now you have to staple this together again, or glue. I hot glued the red one that I showed you because I wanted to see how that would work. So let's put that on there like that and staple. So now I have either the top or the bottom of my lantern. Yeah. And now time to do the other side. So let me see if I can get this in here that you can see the whole thing. Okay, so I could take these two and lift them up like this. Now, I could either staple this like this, right? Or if I'm feeling up to it, I can do all 4 at once. It's just a little bit more to hold. And again, this way you'd have the decorative side out. But I wouldn't suggest doing all 8 at once because it really is just a lot. And then you fold these in. And again, anytime it's like too much to hold, just give it, you know, the quick glue and let it set, or staple it. Don't feel like you have to hold the whole thing at once because that's a lot. Like this. This one always was the hard one because you have to kind of get your fingers in there. And then you have to get the stapler in there. And it isn't easy. Don't rip your paper. Wiggle that in. Staple it. Wiggle it out. Okay, so now I have, you know, the basic shape of my lantern. Now, to switch over to back to the red one that I'm making. So I have done 4 different designs, 8 pieces, so each one got 2. 2 got the tape, and 2 got the ribbon. So I'll put the ribbon across from each other. I'll put the tape. Let me overlap this a little bit more. So my kind of, you know, X cross shape is going to be something like that, where they're opposite each other. Now again, I said I've been using the hot glue mainly because the stapler is tricky. So if you're young, please get an adult to help you with hot glue. right? There's just no reason to burn your fingers over some artwork. Put this there. Even the paper gets hot, you know, like this stuff is no joke. So please be very careful. And my older students, if you have, you know, a younger sibling who's trying to do this, please help them. Because I know you know what to do. Got a little string here. Okay, now I have this set and I have this set. And one of them is going to be, right, essentially on the outside. I think I want it to actually be this one. So put this one like this. And then I'm going to glue this to this. Now, once again, I have to do it the other way, right? So I'm going to glue this together and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have made this little ball, and what I have now is, you know, just some ideas to hang things with. For this one, I used string, right? I think it really depends on your design, what you want to use. A piece of fabric would work, string would work, more paper would work. I'm going to use more of the ribbon since I already have this, you know, color in there. And I'm going to start by putting some of this. Oh, and if you want to clean this up, let me show you how you do it. So this works with most ribbon, doesn't work with all ribbon. Ribbon has to have this consistency, it can't be fabric. But what you do is you take the side of the scissors, please be careful, and you put it on the underside, let's see if I can get this, the underside of the ribbon, underneath the ribbon, and just kind of carefully pull the ribbon along the scissors. Right, and it's going to fix your curl. Going to make the curl all one direction. If you happen to go the opposite of the ribbon's natural direction, you'll know. It'll look pretty weird. So if you want it to be ribbon like this, you can just pull it along the side of the scissors. So now I'm going to take this and this, I'm going to make myself a little hoop. I am going to clean up this little tiny end. Yeah. And then I'm going to make a little handle, or a little hanger rather, for this. And I'm probably going to staple this on. Right, like, no, you know what, I am going to use the hot glue. So I'll just put a little bit right here. I was laughing to myself when I was making this because Miss Trisdorfer has never made it through one of our hot gluing sessions without burning herself. Like, never. So I'm just going to put that in there. And it looks like I have enough. I'll put that right there. Whoop. It isn't easy when you can't really apply the pressure from the inside, both the stapling and the hot gluing. There we go. Okay, so I can hang it from this. Pretty cute. And then if I want to hang something from the bottom, I could just make a longer part, right, or more of them. So maybe I'll just do this and this. And then there's that one. Once again, inside of the ribbon, you're not cutting anything at all. You're not even touching the side of the scissors at all. You're just pulling the ribbon across it. And then I can take this and this and maybe I will try to staple this on here. No, it's just not that easy to get a staple in here. I mean, kids, I'm not gonna lie. Some of this is like kind of tricky. Let's do the glue. There's that. I have that across the glue like that. It really only takes a second before it grabs. Okay, now those can hang down like that. And now I have a cute little lantern. And this style, this design of lantern can really go for, you know, any season, any decoration. It does not have to be related to spring or the Lunar New Year, like I, you know, kind of had inspiration from, but it could also be, this could be a really cool pumpkin, you know, like around Halloween or around Thanksgiving or the fall. It could have all kinds of fun designs on it. So have fun with this. I hope you enjoy. Take care.